Hello, welcome back to the Tech Pro Unicorn. Today I want to talk about relationships. Don't worry, I'm hands-free while driving. Wanted to come to you live. Why? Because I'm on my way to a networking lunch with a great colleague of mine, Annette Flores from Matrix. So I have a really strong network. I spend a bunch of time keeping track of my network. And I want to talk about the importance of those business relationships. So a lot of you don't do that, right? You go to work, maybe you know your colleagues, maybe you know your supervisors, maybe you know the people that would work for you, but you don't spend a bunch of time outside, right? You might say, oh, that person's just trying to sell me something. Oh, that person's doing this. You never know when you might need to buy something that one of those people are trying to sell you. And wouldn't it be cool if you knew them, right? And I'm talking about not just, oh, I have their card and I'll call them when I want, but you really knew them, right? And you got to know them and know who they are as a person. That builds trust. We'll talk a lot on these series about the speed of trust. Great book if you haven't read it. And the value of trust. You'll hear me talk about trust and staying true, and all of those things are hallmarks and very, very important. So when we talk about relationships, right, Annette provides amazing resources in staffing. I haven't had a chance to directly use her, but I know that if I need direct staffing, I have 3 or 4 people, Jillian from Apex, right? I have 3 or 4 people that I can call that I know they're going to do their ultimate best for me. Why? Because we have a relationship, right? They know me, I know them. I know Jillian teaches 6 a.m. spin class, right? I know her marriage. She got married to this great guy, right? I know so much about them that we're almost like friends, right? And friends aren't going to do friends wrong. So building relationships, really, really important with vendors, either in your area that's an area of expertise or in other areas. We'll talk about personal relationships differently. I'm talking about business colleague relationships, how you take your staff. Right now, I just want to throw out there high level, build a wide net of a relationship. You'll need them. You'll need them if you are going to go looking for a job like I am, right? Hire the Tech Pro Unicorn, please. You'll need them. When I hung out a single shingle, right? When I said I'm going to open my own company, which was just kind of like something I did because I had a buddy who was going to get me this B2B gig. I threw out the shingle of Gravmetric, great consulting firm. 1 employee, just me. So my network rallied around that, right? I had people referring me from that worked at huge customers that maybe thought I could be a good fit for one of their customers. My network rallied around me. When I said, hey guys, I think I'm interested in being employed, my network came running to the table. The meeting that I'm heading off to with Annette right now is to talk about some connections she might have, right? That might get me staffed again. So your network, if you do it correctly, and I don't mean just meet with people, listen to what they're selling, take their business card, and now I have a network. You don't have a network, right? You have a vendor relationship. You need to build that network. So I know a ton about Annette. I'm not going to go into a lot of it, but get to know them, right? How do you track that? It's great if you want to rely on your brain. My brain, the older I get, doesn't remember every little detail. So I use a tool called HubSpot. It's free. It's CRM system. If you exceed its capacity on the free, it's really cheap to be a part of. And I put every company and every person in there. Every time I interact with them, I put notes in there. Not because I want to be a robot and be sterile, right? But because I want to have a personal conversation with them. I want to approach everybody who I meet again. Next time I see Annette, I can look at her up and go, oh, I know that she was just, had a personal issue she was dealing with. So I want to make sure I ask about that. And I want to do that irregardless, but I especially want to do that because she's a great business relationship and a good friend. Sorry, I got to pay a little more attention here. Phoenix Fire pulling out in front. So build your relationships, really dive deep into them. Make sure that you know things about people. Look around their offices, right? Maybe they're a big sports fan, so briefly talk sports, or maybe you see lots of pictures of kids. How many kids do you have, right? Get to take the time and know something about the person. That'll really serve you well as you continue to build your network and continue to progress in your careers. It's also a great thing personally. Know about your friends, know about your neighbors. All right, that's it from the Tech Pro Unicorn today. Feel free to follow us, like videos and such. It helps me out, and I appreciate all of you. Thanks.